Hello, welcome back to the bottom. My name is Beast, and today we're back with White Album. I did just realize that when you go to the save, it just tells you Yuki events. So we're probably going to be talking to Yuki in a little bit. Beep, 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 beep. Sound of the alarm clock, which I haven't heard since entering university, fills my ears. I have to go to my part-time job at the TV station. Considering Yuki asked me to basically stick by her side all day, I'm more pumped than I would be for a normal job. Time to go. Also, warning, I literally have to wake up at like past 9 a.m. tomorrow, so I'm not going to be recording too long, especially since it's almost 10 p.m. Whoops. After telling the receptionist to work here, I head to Yuki's designated green room. I open the door, which has a small plaque with Yuki Morikawa written on it, hanging on the outside. Despite having worked my fair share of job at TV stations, I can't help but feel nervous stepping inside.
Ohayo, TOUYA-kun. Sasuga, shikoku shinai ne. Erai.
Despite being at work, Yuki still greets me with the usual warm smile. I try my best.
Ohayo gozaimasu.
And there's Yayoi standing by Yuki's side like a guard dog.
Kyou ichinichi. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu.
It's no big deal. Thanks for taking me on. Meanwhile, Yayoi is just as professional as always. I know if I match her level of politeness, it'll only bother Yuki, so I try my best to keep a lighthearted attitude in response.
今日はTOUYA-kunがずっとついててくれるから、なんだか安心して仕事できそうだよね。
What are you talking about?
今日の藤井さんのお仕事といたしましては。
Yayoi suddenly starts speaking, abruptly cutting me off. She isn't exactly what I'd call considerate.
私たちについているのを状態として、FD やコックピットからの指示でその都度動いてください。
Got it?
コックピット、ガレージの位置は
I do.
インカムなどの使い方は
Very well. I do my best to hide my irritation at questions.
以上です。
She looks away as soon as she finishes speaking, as if dismissing me.
頑張ろうね、TOUYA-kun.
I'll do my best, you too, Yuki. Yayoi wants to say something else. It's so off-putting that I'm unable to give Yuki a genuine smile of encouragement. Might not know what she's thinking, but I do know that I don't really like her. Ah! Don't flashbang me. Anyways, I guess we have the thumbnail if nothing else happens. Shoot in progress. Might only be a temp hire, but I gave it my all. Probably went a little overboard because she was right there, but for someone as special as Yuki, sometimes doing a little too much is just enough. Oh, right, I should wait for Yuki so we can walk back together. Lean against the wall next to the elevator in front of the reception, waiting for Yuki to get off. Number 1 on the wall lights up and the door shudders slightly. Then they open. Nice work today, Yuki. With my arms to the side, enthusiastically acting like I haven't seen her in forever. Except the person standing in the elevator isn't Yuki. Always stares blankly at me from inside the elevator. I turn bright red as I lower my arms, feeling ridiculous. Sorry about that. From inside that cramped room, her gaze, as cold and emotionless as always, seems glued to me.
ユキさんでしたらまだ上です。もうすぐ来られると思います。
You wouldn't think she was talking to another person with a voice that flat. And she walks right by me, exchanging a couple of words with the receptionist before heading towards the back of the room. Long before the elevator car returns and the door once again swings open. Turn to face them this time, the real Yuki steps out.
あれ、TOUYA-kun、待っててくれたんだ。
She clings to my arm, smiling up at me happily. Yeah.
どうかしたの？
Still dazed from my previous encounter. Huh? What do you ask?
なんか変な顔してるよ。
How did that robot masquerading as a woman end up as Yuki's manager? Fine, nothing really anyways. You're the only one with a funny face here. I playfully flick her forehead. I hit her harder than I wanted to, causing her to wince in genuine pain. Oops, sorry. Seeing her on the verge of tears, I quickly begin rubbing her forehead gently.
あ、そうだ。
as if remembering something. She suddenly looks up at me. The movement catches me off guard, and I almost step backwards in surprise.
今日も弥生さんの車で送ってもらうことになってたんだ。どうしよう、東也くん。一緒に弥生さんに送ってってもらおうか。
Oh, don't worry about me. I'll be fine. You should go on back. I'm sure you're exhausted.
でも、せっかく東也くん待っててくれてたのに。
Yes, it's fine in a minute. I had work to finish up anyway. Plus, there's that whole situation that happened earlier.
弥生さんの家って東也くんの住んでるところのすぐ近くだから送ってってくれると思うよ。
So basically, I'd be stuck in a car with her alone after she drops you off. Sounds way too awkward. We have nothing to talk about. And even if we did, I straight up dislike her.
Oh.
Seriously, don't worry about me. I have enough on me to cover train fare. Besides, she's probably waiting for you, right? In the parking lot?
あ、いけない。それじゃあごめんね、東也くん。今度は一緒に帰ろう。
With that, Yuki races off in the direction Yayoi went earlier, calling over her shoulder to me. If she doesn't watch where she's going, she's gonna trip. I wait for the sound of the flats striking the ground to fade into silence before leaving the station. Eleven! That video was funny. Now then, what should I go do? Where should I go today? What day is it? Tuesday. So, we have home. We have the burbs, which could make sense. Actually, no, that's the park. Never mind. It doesn't entirely make sense. I was gonna say he hasn't had any time to buy groceries the last couple of days, so it would make sense going to the burbs if there's like a convenience store. No. No. Not really. I mean, there's an actual important event. That'd be interesting. With you. It could also go. Actually, I have to work. I'm like looking at all of these. I am probably the most between Echoes and TV station. Let's flip a coin. Let's flip a coin. You know what? Actually, hold on. I'm even go out of my way. Add a browser. Okay. Of course, you can't just have it open Google. Need an actual link. Never mind then. I'll just open up the fucking coin flip here and just copy the link so you all know what the fuck it is. Random.org coin flipper. Copy. Paste. Oh my fucking god, it's all see-through. Hold on. Flip coin. Oh wait, it gave me 2 results. Go back. I only want a singular flip. It doesn't let me change it though. God damn it. Oh well, guess we'll take the first one. Maybe I should decide which it is first. Heads, Echoes, Tails, TV station. Heads. We're going to Echoes. Yes. I'm working at Echoes today. Head over to the cafe. Welcome. That's Pisaki.
Konnichiwa.
Hello. Welcome. I should talk to her since she stopped by to see me. Small talk. Fashion. No, hobbies is fashion. By the way, what did you do on your days off? What kind of music do you listen to? Pick up a book to read. Literature makes sense. I was thinking of picking up a book to read. Do you have any recommendations? Misaki's the person to go to with quests like this. While Akira certainly knows more than a thing or two about books, this tastes a little too gross for me.
あ、それじゃあたまには詩とかどう？
Poetry? The world I'm completely unfamiliar with. Consider trying it out, though. I knew you were into novels, but I didn't realize you read poetry too.
たまにね。
She really is an almighty literary goddess. She might be young, but she's still older than me. Okay then, what would you suggest I start with?
私もそんなたくさん読んでるわけじゃないから私の好みになっちゃうけど、この間まで読んでたブラウニングのがおすすめかな。
Oh yeah.
前から読もうって思ってたんだけど、結局この間まで読まないままで、読書の秋とかの口実でやっと読んだの。
Wow. I realized someone like Misaki who loves reading wouldn't need an excuse to pick up a book. Found his writing entertaining?
面白かったっていうか、とにかく言葉の一つ一つが綺麗なの。なんていうか、詩の中の太陽の光が本当に自分に降り注いでくるみたいで、なんてちょっと変だね。でもそのくらい綺麗な言葉なの。
Wow. The description of his work is enough to pull me in despite my total disinterest in literature.
今ここに持ってるから貸してあげよっか。
Huh, really? Yes, she did just mention how she only recently became a fan of his work.
私の趣味だから藤井君の好みに合うかどうかわからないけど。
As she says that, she hands me a paperback book the size of an ordinary novel. Thanks, I'll give it a shot. But I warn you in advance, I'm a really slow reader.
返すのいつでもいいから。趣味に合わなかったら最後まで読まなくて返してもらってもいいし。
Sure. Based on the way she described it earlier, I doubt I'll hate it that much. Are you really sure, though? Doesn't this book mean a lot to you?
でも私もう読んじゃったし、それに藤井君だったら大切に読んでくれそうだし。
Yep. I'll absolutely read it carefully. In fact, knowing that it's one of Misaki's favorite books, I will protect it with my life. Thanks for letting me borrow it, Misaki. Seeing her delighted smile, I carefully placed the book in my bag. Now then, where should I go today? Let's see, we got the station downtown, we got the burbs in the park, we got the college, we got mystery person. Ooh. You have my interest. I'm working at Echoes today, head over to cafe. Pretty dead again today, huh? Yeah, I know, there isn't anything you can do about it. Are you sure you don't mind though? The boss looks at me curiously. I just feel bad getting paid to stand around doing nothing. Not that I don't love getting paid. It's okay that I work here as a hobby. Such an easygoing guy. Hope everything's okay. So relaxed. It's hard to believe he actually used to work in robotics a while back. His cousin, who's employed at some big tech company, is currently in the process of commercializing some sort of robot housekeeper, according to Akira. In fact, the rest of the family is full of high school teachers, cops, and other types of steady jobs. Hold on, is that a reference to Love Heart? To Heart 2? Could be. Huh? Yeah, I'll make sure to wake you up if someone comes. Huh, the record? You want me to keep it playing? This is what he's always like. Jeez. He looks so relaxed, just spacing out to his tunes. He hasn't said a fucking word.
あれ、トウヤも来てた。
Why are you here?
いいじゃない。手伝いに来たんだから。
Guess. You need less merrymaking and more customers. Still, hey Akira, you related to the boss, right?
え、永瀬のおじさんと？いきなりどうして？
Hold on, I need to look this up now. Full Heart 2 DNDB. And then just input Nagase. Because I don't remember a Nagase right now. Oh yeah! Now we fucking go. It's Yuma's family. Makes sense. I guess that is supposed to be the reference. It does not entirely, you know, fit. But it could very easily be referencing each other. No reason, just curious.
父さんの弟にあたる人だからね。近いよ。
That's putting it lightly. Wow. Blood relatives, huh?
どうしたの？そんなじっと見ちゃって。
Like every smile of his reminds you of someone. That was fucking weird. Anything is 30th, Thursday. Now then, where should I go today? Let's see, at the station we got downtown and station. At the burbs we got the park. At college we got college. At Nimi station we got Nimi station. Oh hey. You know what? This has been fucking screaming me in the face. What is it? What do you want from me? I'm working as an AD today. We'll head over to the TV station. I'm helping out with it in a stage performance today. Recording in process. Guess that is an alternate other CG to use. Pretty late, but the recording of the day is finally done. All that's left to do is clean up and go home. Just a bit longer.
Ohayo, TOUYA-kun.
Usual greeting at the station is good morning, regardless of the time. I turned to see you who called my name so cheerfully and elegantly and find Rinna smiling at me. Oh, Rinna. Dropped the bundle of cables I've been collecting and get to my feet. There's really occasion idle of Rinna's status really be talking to nobody like me so casually.
お疲れ様。本当に勤労青年なのね、TOUYA-kunって。
Not really, I'm just your part-time, nowhere near as amazing as you, Rinna. I find myself laughing awkwardly, thanks to how embarrassed I am. And her smile only grows brighter and brighter.
私の仕事って言ったって結局はここの人たちみんなに支えられているわけなんだから私だけが立派だなんて言えないわよ
She's somewhat even humbler than I could have imagined her to be.
それにそうやって地道にコツコツとや
Oops. Just then, someone calls it in his name. It's that sickly-looking, suit-wearing guy who's apparently her manager.
ごめんなさい私もう行かなくっちゃこれまた今度ゆっくりとお話ししましょうねそれじゃ頑張って
She gives me a quick wave before rushing off towards her manager. Being an idol is rough. Not just for Yuki, but in it too. $14th. I have tutoring session with Mana today. Now where should I go? The Burbs! Actually, what else is available? No, she's still at Echoes. She's been at Echoes for the entire fucking day. She's been sitting there for like 24 hours waiting for the MC to come. Like, I'll fucking get him this time. I'll fucking smash him over the head with a goddamn ball so he forgets that he was ever in a relationship with Yuki. Or some bullshit like that. Like, if that is where this is gonna go. It is entirely possible considering how Japan is and, you know, with idols that are in relationships. I'm a tutoring job today. Got some time before heading over to Mana's house. Ding dong. No one seems to be home. It's weekdays, so she's probably at school. As if that girl would ever go to school. I have a feeling she's probably at home. I'll wait a little longer. The opens Mona peeks her head out wearily. She seems to be in a worse mood than usual. Morning, Mona. The door suddenly slams shut in my face. Huh? Did I do something wrong? But after a moment of what sounds like her fiddling with the lock, it swings open again and she reappears.
よかった、藤井さんだった。
What's that supposed to
聞い
mean?
て、昨日ね、藤井さんと髪型が同じ人が来たの。私、藤井さんだと思って出たら、それ百科事典のセールスだったのよ。
Uh-huh. So basically, we didn't look anything alike.
で、しばらく玄関で話し込まれちゃって、ほんとどうしてくれるの？
Good question. Is this over a similar hair? All this over a similar haircut?
でね、おまけに、お嬢ちゃんママいるなんて言うのよ。ね、信じらんないわよ。ママいるだってばっかじゃないの。
Yeah, big time. I've clearly come at a terrible time.
それで藤井さん、今日は何？
What do you mean, why?
わかってるわよ。冗談。本当に真面目。
I never heard anyone say the word seriously with such disgust before.
ほら、早く入って、寒いから。
Okay.
やっぱり今日もやるの？
She already sounds fed up and we haven't even started yet.
私の優秀さはこの間証明したでしょ？
Despite her bratty attitude, she's right. We've covered science the other day, so today I wanted to focus on liberal arts.
文系？なんだかせっかく。
The crap you're talking... the crap that you're about to study, whether you like it or not. There's no royal road to learning, so stop complaining. Personally feel differently, but at least I've succeeded in getting her to sit at the desk. Let me know if you don't understand anything. She reluctantly turns to the task at hand, diligently answering the questions. Test ultimately only holds her attention for roughly half an hour before she throws her pencil down. I was surprised that not only did she get most of them right, but she was able to handle the fairly difficult Japanese questions with aplomb. What? What? Self-confidence, assurance, self-possession, state of mind or a manner marked by easy coolness and freedom from uncertainty. That's not a fucking word. I don't give a shit if that actually has a fucking definition. That's not a fucking word. Aplomb sounds like a specialty device to help plumbers work.
もういいんでしょ？ペーパーばっかでつまんない。
Sure. Even I'm starting to think it's ridiculous to keep giving her tests. But why don't you ever go to school? Why did your parents hire me as your tutor? Good enough. Let's go do something else. Smashy Bros? It's not actually Smashy Bros that it's currently on. It's still Paper Mario. Actually, never mind. It wants an update. Yeah, close it. I saved last time. Smashy Bros? You know what? Might as well wrap it up for today. Wanna go out somewhere?
またナンパ？藤井さんそんなことばっかりやってるんだ。
This is literally the first fucking time. Wait, again? When did I have a flirt with her to begin with? And I act like I do it all the time.
ほんと最低。真面目なふりして女の子誘うんでしょ。そんな男についてくのなんてバカしかいないわよ。
Is that really how she sees me?
一度も成功しないでしょ。
I don't really go around hitting on women, so...
正直に言いなさいよ。成功したことないでしょ。
Well...
ないでしょ。ないの。
Right.
よし。
It's like some kind of witch trial being forced to admit to something I've never done. Full sad, feeling somewhat uncomfortable.
今日はもう終わりでしょ?
Huh? Yeah? Answer almost immediately. There's nothing more I could teach her right now. I'll have to put together a more challenging lesson plan for next time.
もういきなり何静かになって。藤井さん、私の召使いなんだから。
Whoever said I was your servant. Who do you think is causing my moping?
もうちょっとだけ話し相手になってよね。いいでしょ? 暇なんでしょ?
Nah, not really. Way to assume about my life. Nope, she's right. Want to listen to the radio? Remember one of the first times it came here. Stopped listening to the radio a long time ago. But sometimes it can be kind of fun.
今日はいいの。今日のパーソナリティ最悪だから。生意気なのよね、いちいち。
See? I'm sure the radio personality would never have imagined in 1,000 years that a young girl sitting in a room would describe him as ballsy.
なんていうかね、新曲とかすっごいバカにした言い方で紹介したりね。そのくせに自分の好みでディスコ系のビッグネームとかすっごいプッシュするの。聞いてる?
Yeah, of course.
私はどっちかっていうとね、自分で歌ってる人の方が好きかな。
Oh, yeah. Well, she knows any of the musicians on the radio.
長岡さんとか。前はレポーターとかやってた人なんだけどね。
She then proceeds to chat her way about radio music in this one-sided conversation.
あ、そろそろ遊びに行こう。
She abruptly stops talking before jumping to her feet.
じゃ、藤井さん、私出かけるから。
Sure. Alice really put together a proper study schedule, and yet she always takes the initiative. Oh, maybe it's better to start off playing things by ear than adapting as time goes by.
言っておくけど、一緒になんて行かないわよ。
I know. We've barely scratched the surface. Well, whatever. I can show her I mean business next time. Good job today.
藤井さんもご苦労様でした。
You'd be kind of adorable sometimes. I don't know about that. Didn't do much.
すぐ本気にする。こういうの社交辞令っていうのよ。知らないの?
I am. Fine, I get it. Okay, then I'll see you next time, and I promise to do a better job at tutoring you.
本気?
Don't turn your nose up at me. Seriously, but for now, have fun, but not too much. She boos my attempt at acting a little more mature.
まあいいわよ。適当にやるから。そのうち藤井さんだって準備とか嫌になってくるはずだし。そうなったら適当にサボってもいいからね。
Don't be a jerk. There's no way I'd abandon a student as cute as you.
どうもありがとうございますーだ。じゃあね、藤井さん。
See ya. November. I don't know why, but something tells me that route start is gonna be shortly before Christmas. I just feel it in my fucking bones. Downtown, college, and echoes. This man actually needs to go buy some fucking groceries for once. Like, I know we literally just hung out with her, but this man has been living on like the fucking 3-month-year-old like fucking instant noodle packages he's been hiding in his fucking kitchen for emergencies for the past couple of fucking days. He needs to go out and buy some shit. I don't want to go out today. Head downtown. Oh, it's Mana. Hey, Mana.
あ、藤井さん、どうしたの?
I can ask you about your family. I almost look like a different person in your regular clothes compared to your uniform. Do you listen to music off from Mana? On the topic of modern art, should ask Mana, but part of me worries more about the safety of my shins. Entertainment. Do you listen to music often, Mana?
割とね。
Who's someone you like?
今の? それとも昔の?
Huh? Top hits, classics? Few sound up parroting our words back.
あのね、藤井さん。私、こう見えてもオールディーズナンバーからコンテンポラリーまで一通り聞くんだから。
Looks like it pissed her off.
聞かないのなんて演歌とビジュアル系くらいなもんよ。
Yeah, I'm impressed. Though her eclectic taste in music isn't anything worth acting so pretentious about.
だから適当に誰のって聞かれたって。
Okay, fine. My glaring indifference to who I or what I listen to seems to have potentially pissed off her in her audio file. Top hits then. Do you like pop music or that idol stuff that everyone's into?
アイドル？藤井さんの趣味？
But I don't think it's half bad. Not like I'm a super fan or anything. So, who's your favorite idol singer?
ありきたりだけど、尾形里奈ちゃんかな。
Yeah. Of course she likes Rena. She'd like Rena. She seems to be most popular with girls from Mona's generation.
あとは長岡。あ、やだ！今日って。
Huh? She suddenly grabs her agenda from her bag and violently flipped through the pages.
やっぱりそう。今日長岡さんのシングル出る日じゃない。
Nagaoka.
そういうわけだから、私 CD 屋さん行くね。バイバイ。
What? Buying a CD means more to her than talking with me? Stop myself before I ask her out loud. Afraid of what her answer might be, especially since I'm now positive she'd pick the CD. Fine, TOUYA. Speaking to empty air at this point. I'm speaking to empty air at this point since she's already run off. Oh well. I'm gonna trip if you run like that. Meant to say that under my breath, but she suddenly turns and glares at me like she's heard. For a split second, it looks like she might actually come back, but after that look of pure irritation, she runs off again. She's definitely got spirit. Oh, wait, did she come back to the hand? Ah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Joke, 16th of November. Spirit monsters fucking suck. Now then, where should I go today? Let's see, we literally just went grocery shopping. I mean, I guess I have been picking Rina a lot because of just general, like, what my logic constitutes. Today is Sunday, so not like he could actually go buy more groceries, so what the fuck are you doing at a park? Be honest with ourselves. What the fuck are you gonna do at a park? I guess Echoes again, because this one kind of like a no-brainer, just no, because we're not doing her yet. Echoes. Specifically Act 3. Head over to the cafe. Welcome.
Ohayo.
Oh, no, make yourself at home. It's always nice when she drops in. I want to chat for a bit before she goes. Let's see, literature is now it's onto art, romance, hobbies, small talk. You know what? Actually, entertainment. Let's. Nice. So, how's Yuki doing?
どうって？
Like, how's she doing from the perspective of someone who's more experienced? How's work going?
先輩だって。
She laughs in amusement.
私、ユキとは先輩後輩っていうよりお友達って感覚だけれどね。
Oh yeah?
そういうことをユキ、トウヤ君に話さないの？
She doesn't talk about work life at all, probably out of some misguided concern. Whenever I get excessively worried about her well-being, I end up asking the other person in her life. No, like now. Got a people.
ユキのこと心配？
Huh? I do worry about her. Yeah, I worry about her a lot. I find myself blurting out how I really feel. Despite talking to someone who is, by any measure, her superior.
優しい彼氏なんだ、トウヤ君って。
Think so? Being sweet or protective. Pains me to see her work and herself half to death.
こんな優しい彼氏がいるって普通でもすごく珍しいんじゃないかしらね。
I'm sure that's not true. It really bothers me when she says stuff like that. This must be how Misaki feels when I tease her.
本当。いくら歌手やタレントだからってやっぱり毎日会える身近な人には負けちゃうのよ。
What do you
恋
mean?
人としてはね。だけどトウヤくんはそうじゃないのね。素敵よね。
It's not that wonderful. Once again, I feel exceedingly
芸
embarrassed.
能界に入ってから恋人と離れちゃったっていう子結構いるみたいだけれど。
Don't worry, I'll make that a problem. I will make sure that is a fucking problem. Except for her route. Guess so. Been as optimistic at least. 17th of November. It is a Monday. Now then, where should I go today? Let's see. That's just the station. There's just the park. Oh, actual scene at... No. No, I'm not going to talk, especially since you're smoking. You probably smell like shit right now. Going to the college. I've been having too many shifts at Echoes as of late. I'm going to school today. It's almost time for the school festival. Equipment's being moved to the makeshift stage in the courtyard. Noise from theaters, singing, jazz, and rock clubs rehearsals create a cacophony. Not exactly. I'm not actually in any extracurricular club, but I really enjoy the festival atmosphere. Plus, classes have been quiet and mostly empty lately. Just as I leave the lecture hall, a familiar woman walks by.
あら藤井くん。
I'm Misaki. You have class today, no? Too?
ちょっと
Glad sound to see Misaki trying to discreetly hide a laptop computer behind her bag. Writing a report or something?
そういうわけじゃないんだけど。そうだね。藤井くんに少し相談してみようかな。
Oh, is she a hobbyist writer? That's gotta be the case, isn't it? About what? It's rare for her to seek outside opinions.
今日これから時間があったらでいいんだけど。
Should I do? I'm free. Actually, I am. My last class of the day just wrapped up.
本当？どうもありがとう。
Like I said, I've had too many shifts at fucking Echoes as of late. I finally got a day off.
ごめんなさい。でも時間取らせちゃうかもしれないよ。
That's fine, really. How about we head to a cafe then? I have a feeling camp is gonna be noisy all day today.
え？
Misaki and tow, I leave the school behind. And I still find myself here even after I deliberately fucking avoided this place today. Despite it being late afternoon, the cafe is deader than usual, making the space feel even emptier. The afternoon sunlight filtering into the windows makes fear feel hazy. What you wanted to ask me about?
えっと
Scram's got her laptop out of her bag and sets it up in front of her.
学園祭の出し物のことなんだけど。
Okay. Huh? So as I'm aware, Misaki's like me, and that she doesn't belong to any extracurricular club. Does that mean she's participating as some kind of staff member for the event? She is the type of person who would volunteer. Then she removes a large brown envelope from her bag.
これ読んでみて。
Okay. Inside the envelope is a sheaf of printed pages. From what I can tell, it looks like a script of sorts. Perhaps for stage play? Or, in other words, stage directions. I see. Wow. It's a science fiction-based modern love story set against the backdrop of indigenous folklore regarding ogres and the idea of reincarnation into another world. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. She's writing a fucking sci-fi isekai. It's pretty interesting.
どうかな。
Ah, it's really interesting. Are you writing a report on this or something? I'd be happy to help. Sounds like fun. She immediately blushes before shaking her head.
そうじゃないの。それ私が書いたの。
What?
恥ずかしいけど、やっぱり誰かに見てもらわないと。
So you're trying to say that instead of reading Peak, you decided to write something? Thought you were gonna write me the book report. I'm disappointed in you, Misaki. I was looking forward to reading your opinions. joking? It's incredibly obvious how shy she is about it. Honestly, I had no idea she was this talented. She really is good at everything. That is so cool. Your story is amazing. By the way, what's it called?
まだ決めてないけど、どんなのがいいかな。
Good question. Maybe a cool sounding kanji character would do the trick.
それちょっといいかな。
What's this for? It seems to be coming out of nowhere.
そうじゃなくて、今度の学園祭の演劇部の舞台にどうかなとか思って。
What? Words catch me off guard. The theater club, but you're not a member, Misaki.
私は部員じゃないけど、友達で脚本家志望の子が演劇部にいるの。
Your friend's daughter? I see.
で、その子が舞台の脚本と演出をすることになったの。だけど、書いた脚本が他の部員の人たちにめちゃくちゃに言われたみたいで。
Sounds terrible. Can't believe the theater members get off on belittling other people's work, especially when they've never written an interesting play in their lives.
それで、その子が私にちょっと手を加えてみてくれって。
See, so that's her role in this entire operation.
最初は現代に鬼が蘇って殺戮を繰り返してくって話だったんだけど、私が勝手に恋愛と生まれ変わりと鬼同士の決闘の部分を入れちゃったからどうかなって思って。
I'm sure she added all the parts of the story that made it worth reading.
本当に面白かった。
This really is this is a really fascinating story. I'm sure it'll be a fan favorite the way it's written now. Honestly, it almost feels like a waste considering the festival's only 2 days long.
そんなことないよ。
Oh, but it is. At any rate, the people who make up the club genuinely prefer pubs to theaters anyway. Instead of creating interesting stage plays, they'd rather waste their time gossiping with alumni and criticizing others' work.
でも藤井君が面白いって言ってくれたのは心強いね。なんだかちょっとだけ自信持ってもいいかも。
You should be confident. You are amazingly talented.
恥ずかしいよ藤井君。
Shep seems to pull out a loose leaf book from her bag.
もう一つあるんだけど、これ。
She still flips the book open to a page containing some kind of illustration. What's this?
演劇部の子が描いた鬼の衣装だって。まだこの脚本が使われるかどうかわからないけど、もしこの劇をやることにしたらこれを作ることになるから。
Don't the theater people take care of
デ
that?
ザインはそうみたいだけど、何着も作るってなると私とかも手伝わされそうなの。
Theater club sounds like a bunch of amateurs. Sock seems to be in a rough spot. What should I do? Here's the thing. Let me help. Probably the choice towards her. However, I don't know how to fucking sew. So I wish I could help. So I wish I could help, but I don't think there's anything I can do. Bow my head apologetically.
別に私手伝ってとかそんなつもりで言ったんじゃなくて、それに藤井君力になれないなんてことないと思うから。
You think so?
頼りになる人だって思うよ私。
That's absolutely false. I can't even help my own girlfriend when she needs it. I have no chance of helping Misaki with the costume dilemma. I believe she sees me as dependable.
でもこれは別。これは私だけでどうにかなると思うから。
Sorry,
いい
Misaki.
のよ。大丈夫。
And the very kind Misaki smiles at me. She truly is both sweet and caring.
じゃあ私一度学校に戻ってこの原稿届けてくるね。本当は明日でもよかったんだけど、藤井君に褒められたらなんだか私すぐに人に見せたくなっちゃって。
With that, she hurries out of the cafe. Like I'm the opposite of dependable. Misaki's way more than I could ever hope to be. That's when I realized one of Yuki's songs is playing over the cafe speakers. Yuki, speaking of my girlfriend, what can I possibly give her that she can't get herself? Eventually, Yuki's song comes to an end and another starts. I remain there a while longer listening to the music while customers begin trickling in when I leave. Tuesday 18th. Oh, where should I go today? Let's see, we got downtown. She's constantly in fucking downtown. We got college. We literally just went to Echoes. Come the fuck on. Honest like God, here I am kind of stuck between downtown and TV station again. Like, we are taking a few days off from Echoes. We've had too many shifts. It's his turn. In fact, that's probably why he's there. So either TV station or downtown, get new groceries. Oh fuck it, let's get groceries. I don't want to go out today. Head to downtown. Oh, it's Mana. Hi, Mana.
あ、藤井さん、どうしたの？
What's entertaining? I've been working off and on at a TV studio lately.
ふーん。バイトって AD とか？
Or something. She's pretty sharp.
力仕事とか、お弁当とかジュース配ったりとか、蹴られたりとか。
Something like that. She's too sharp. You didn't have to bring up the getting bossed around part.
それでまさかタレントに会えるとか。
Maybe. Well, I have met several.
やっぱり。
Take it one.
藤井さんってミーハーっぽいから。テレビ局でちょっと会っただけだってすぐ自慢しそうなのよね。
Definitely don't do that. Done far more than simply pass him on the hall.
森川由紀とか尾形里奈とか。言いそうすっごく言いそう。
Actually, only one of them. The other one's just my girlfriend. Imagine if he actually said that. No, I'm definitely not going to. I don't think I was planning on name dropping them anyways. And he brought it up because I thought it'd be something Mana might enjoy hearing about.
何？
Nothing. Let's drop it.
あ、何よそれ。
She's mad. Oh. The magazines are telling the truth that Narina's birthday should be this week. Oh. We got event to buy thing. Now, realistically, let's be honest with ourselves. Okay, I've got no reason to be near the sports arena. I've been neglecting her completely. Like, she has not received any love. But I don't care. She's at the sports arena, and I'm allergic to that. Honest to God, all the others also don't really interest me. Like, I guess the next best would be college. It's like, here's the thing. Yeah, sure, we could buy her something for the birthday, but like, we don't know her that well, realistically. Like, imagine if you just like met someone and just talked to them over, like, occasionally. Because you have a shared acquaintance, and suddenly they're like, "Oh, I read in a magazine that today's your birthday. Here's a present I bought you." Actually, that'd be funny. I remember I should probably go on a shopping expedition today. Now then, I'm glad I went down, but what I'm gonna get her is a gift for just anyone after all. I'm talking about deity and all about that. I'm sure she gets a lot of nice things from her fans, so I'm kind of stumped. She could give her some as beautiful as she is, but I'm not that rich. Just a book. Likes reading, she said. Spent all day looking for the perfect gift and ended up buying her a music box. It's a rather large clockwork musical mechanism. I feel the somewhat muted champagne gold will match her aesthetic pretty well. Part of me is worried nothing about this gift screams that it came from me. But I want to give her some for her birthday. So with that in mind, this will do just fine. Can't help but feel a little bit egotistical, but I also want to make sure she at least gets something. All that's left is to give it to her next week. I will then proceed to not give it to her next week. 20th of November. Thursday. Not Tuesday. Thursday. Now then, where should I go today? What are today's options? We got the station, we got the college, we got Echoes, and we got the TV station. You know what, actually, you know what, fuck. Let's try Echoes, let's try kicking him in the balls. Head over to the cafe. Welcome.
や、青年。
It's Eiji. Hello. Literature. This man hates literature. And any old was usually she had admire lyrics inspire. I always seem dressed up when I was seeing her at work, Eiji. Yeah, no matter how well I get to know this guy, I always find it difficult making small talk with someone like him. Romance. You have quite a repertoire of love songs, Eiji. Actually, you know what? I am interested in what the fuck this comes out of.
照れること言わないでくれ、青年。
Suddenly bursts out laughing while remaining cool as a cucumber. I'm the one who's embarrassed.
ああ、作ってる。
Now he's back to his usual serious self.
どうかしたのか？
No reason, I was just curious if we write all the lyrics to your songs. It's hard to believe this guy can write such beautiful, flowing, nuanced poetry.
ああ、俺が書いてる。先に曲書いてさ、この曲に合わせて愛の詩を作ってくれ。なんて照れくさいからな。
He's laughing again. There's no way anyone would believe he wrote those lyrics knowing what he's like as a person. Well, I guess strangeness is glaringly obvious.
それで、藤井君もラブソングを書いてみたいとか。
Huh? No, not really. This guy switched topics fast that I could keep up with.
あれはせいぜい趣味にとどめてた方がいい。感性のままにラブソングなんて書いてたら収集つかなくなる。
Uh-huh.
自分の恋心の始末もつけられないのが愛の詩なんか書いてヒステリックになっていくのが常識みたいだからな。
Who would do something like that?
個人的には誰をも指してないけどな。多いよな、最近。
Uh-huh. Clearly I haven't listened to enough love songs.
あれは要は油ぎった感情をいかにドライに処理するかっていう冷徹この上ない作業なのにな。即興芸術とは違うんだよ、この場合。
Uh-huh.
例えば恋人が車にひかれたとするよ。
That's pretty grum, but okay.
まあ黙って聞いてくれ。ひかれた恋人は血まみれだ。
That's pretty graphic. What kind of love song is he writing here?
要するにそれを冷静に写真に収められるかってことなんだ。考えてみろ。写真の写りは鮮明な方が見る奴らは大喜びするんだぞ。感情に駆られて死体に泣きすがったって作品にはならないんだ。
I guess when you put it like that.
苦しい恋愛や綺麗な恋愛を苦しいまま綺麗なままに歌にできるなんて、そりゃあな。
That's one way to put it. It's almost as if he's denying his own personal feelings. And after writing so many nationally acclaimed love songs too.
これがね、感情のままに恋人の死体にフラッシュ焚いてさ、ブレてできた写真は芸術にはなるかもしれないけど、ちょっと俺にはできそうもないね。
Part of it's being sensitive to the audience, right?
感性と感情はこの際関係ないぞ。ここは覚えておけよ、青年。それ分かってなきゃうまいラブソングなんか書けないんだ。
Uh-huh. Like I said, I have no intention of ever writing one. Friday! Another day on the fucking job of goddamn teaching a brat. I have a tutoring session with Mana today. Now where should I go? Well, I fucking wonder where. You have a job, you do your fucking job! Kill some time before heading over to Mana's house. Once again, no one's answering the door. Though I know she must be here. Good grief, why didn't she just answer the door instead of leaving me here waiting? Huh? Is she actually not home this time? As I'm about to leave, I catch a hint of a fairly familiar smell. The appetizing aroma is faint enough that I can't tell if I'm imagining it or smelling it for real. Almost like hamburgers. That's what I'm thinking as I turn around. Find Mana holding her breath, standing on her tiptoes and swinging her bag over her head with both hands. She hurriedly hides it behind her bag. What exactly had she been planning on doing with that? She could have brought it directly down onto my head. Welcome home.
ただいま。何やってんのよ、藤井さん。人の家の前で。
I'm not standing around, I'm your tutor.
わかってるわよ、そんなこと。
That doesn't make much to make her mad. Went to school today.
どうでもいいでしょ、そんなの。
Well, she quickly grabs the paper bag at her feet.
食べ物を買いに出てただけよ。
then she thrusts in my direction.
今日はちょっと食欲がないから藤井さん半分食べてよね。
I explained the delicious amount from earlier. Take the bag and peer inside. The amount of food inside is definitely more than she could handle on her own. And there's 2 drinks. Those are 2 people who are expecting someone.
注文するときはお腹減ってたの。藤井さんの変な顔見たら食欲なくなっちゃったのよ。そうよ、それよ。
That's so, sure.
責任取って半分食べてよね。
Okay. There's so much I can say when... There's not much I can say when faced with someone telling me to man up, even if it's about eating a burger.
さっと買ってきてさっと食べちゃうつもりだったのに、いきなり藤井さんいるんだもん。
Sorry, but why did you change it to your school uniform to do that?
もういいじゃない、どうだってうるさいんだから。午前中の講習に出てきただけ、それだけなんだから。ほら藤井さんも早く入ってよ。ポテトが冷めてふにゃってなっちゃうじゃない、ふにゃって。
Yeah, good point. The cold fry situation is not one I want to deal with. Obediently follow her inside the house, agreeing with her in an attempt to calming her down. After letting me in?
ねえ、今日はもう終わりにしない？
What are you talking about? We haven't even started.
じゃあ休憩。
Again, we have nothing to take a break from.
何よ真面目ぶって。
I'm not sure what that has to do with anything. I actually made up a schedule for our lesson today, so... Then I glanced over at her. Since it looks like you actually went to school today, why don't we review what you learned?
つまんないで。
Oh, it's fast. That's a good habit to have. Show me your notes.
ノートなんか取ってないわよ。
And show me your textbook.
してないよ、そんなこと。
If you don't write anything down, then how do you remember what you learned?
うるさいわね、もう。
With that, she grabs a bunch of printouts from inside her bag.
はい、今日配られた分。面倒だったからそのまま持ってきちゃったわよ。
Oh, perfect. Okay, then we'll focus on these.
もういいわよ、終わったところだから。
That's not good enough. And how do you even stay behind to ask the teacher questions after class? You probably won't start home.
別にいいじゃん。
In this case, nothing, because I'm here to help you review. Now then, let me know if there's anything you didn't understand during class today. In that way, I was actually able to tutor her for once. She even sat quietly at her desk while we reviewed her handouts. We were able to spend most of the time I'd planned out for my tutoring session studying. By the time we finish, it's already dark out. Let's wrap things up for today, okay? You did a great job, Mana.
疲れたわよ、本気で。
I didn't think the schedule came up with was this. I didn't think the schedule I came up with was that aggressive. Was it really too much?
何言ってるのよ。私これの前に学校に行って授業を受けてるんだから。
Oh right. Should have ducked the time because of that.
何が「あ、そうか」なのよ。少しは人のことも考えてよね。つまんない講習の後に二者面談なんかやらされ。
She suddenly stopped talking, realizing what she said. Met with the guidance counselor. Really?
あったっていいじ
To talk about your plans after
ゃ
high
ん。いろ
school?
いろ。
That's so.
いろいろよ。何よ。
She looks pretty pissed. It's clear that talking about school is a sore spot for her. Oh, nothing. I'm sorry you had to deal with that.
気持ちこもってない。
That's not true. I feel like she's trying to pick a fight with me.
私のことそんなに心配？
Huh?
やっぱり心配なんてしてん？
No, it just caught me by surprise. Of course I care, dang it. I never can resist doubling down like that.
気になる？
Yeah, I'm very bothered.
じゃあ気晴らしにどこかに連れてってよ。
Huh? Now? Very pretty late. What should I do? Oh God, she finally deserves fucking studied for once. Reward. Sure, let's go. I'm gonna have to keep you company if it'll help make you feel a little better.
暇なだけのくせに。
That's not true. I'm pretty busy in my own way, and you know what? Never mind. What does it matter? So, where do you want to go?
行かない。
Huh?
行かないの。いちいち聞き返さないでよね。
Really don't want to?
私眠いの。今日は朝から学校に出てたんだから。
Isn't that what most people have to do every day?
おまけに誰かさんが私の帰りを待ち伏せしてるし。本当にも
That she flumps back onto her bed.
う。眠るね。
Sure. Stand there stunned, unsure exactly what just happened. Seeing my look of bewilderment, she turns her head in my direction, clearly annoyed.
眠るって言っもうエッチ
She practically shrieks the words at me. Oh, I see. That means she wants to change, so get out. Sorry. Okay then. Guess we're done for the day. I'm leaving. I had to fling my stuff in my bag as she rains curses down on me.
本当にもう。
Sorry. Wait for her verbal abuse to die down before making my escape. Okay then.
あ、待ってて。下明かりついてないの。
So she escorts me to the front door. See you around. With that, I'm about to take off when suddenly
藤井さん、
flinch, her voice stopping me in my tracks. Yes?
また今度ね。
And I wave. I guess she's giving me permission to come back. I think that to myself as I walk home. Saturday, 22nd of September. Not September, November. I'm stupid. Now then, where should I go today? Let's see, what do we have? Oh, we actually have an important one here. Is that for the B-Day? Probably not. It probably would have told me. We have downtown. We have Ibukicha Station. We have park. Honestly, out of these, it's either station or downtown again. And considering one of them is like Wee Woo, look at me event, I'm tempted to prioritize that one right now, so I guess I'll do that. I'm working as an AD today. Head over to the TV station. Today I'm helping with the taping of a talk show. Once we wrap up, I head for the vending machines. I'll take a quick break before heading home. That's when I notice Anita standing there, a coffee cup in one hand.
あら、トウヤくん、今日もここでお仕事していたのね。全然気づかなかったわ。
Yeah, I've basically been walking back and forth between the recording room and the studio all day.
お疲れ様。相変わらず真面目なのね、トウヤくんって。
And she takes a coin from her pocket and slides it into the vending machine.
トウヤくん、ホットコーヒーでいい？
Huh, for me?
お砂糖とミルクは？
Oh, no need for that, it's okay. I really tried to turn down her offer.
へえ、ノアール。ブラックで飲むんだ。かっこいい。
That's not what I meant. I wanted to turn down the coffee, not the sugar and milk. But then I was already pushing the button on the vending machine. I hear the sound of a paper cup dropping out the floor, followed by the sweet scent of brewed coffee. Thanks, I appreciate it, but are you sure you should be offering gas coffee?
いいから。私からのご褒美と思っておとなしく受け取りなさい。
I was just joking around, but coffee from within her really is quite the reward. Really? Isn't you dumb fuck? He suddenly glances down at her wristwatch.
ちょっとだけお話ししてもいい？
Well, he literally just said that he is taking a break before leaving, so he literally actually has the fucking time. Oh, sure. Though she is supposed to be pretty busy.
よかった。座って。
He gestures towards a nearby sofa and I sit down. I don't work for today. I ask someone concerned.
ええ、今日はもうおしまい。あとはお家に帰るだけよ。
How's job? Must be rough to be this busy every day.
あら、心配してくれるの？それとも社交辞令？
She asked me teasingly, studying my face. Nah, I didn't mean it like that. It was being serious. I laugh awkwardly, unsure how to continue. She chuckles, watching me closely before suddenly averting her gaze.
優しいのね。
She murmurs quietly.
ユキが選んだのもなんとなくわかるわね。
She says so quietly that I almost can't hear her. Not sure how to react. I follow the direction of her gaze, only to find she's looking at nothing in particular. Suddenly she looks back at me.
それとも誰にでもこんな風に優しいの？
Despite her teasing tone, the expression on her face is oddly benevolent. Me? Nice.
そう。
Suddenly the flat mechanical sound of her watch alarm begins going
もう
off.
行かないと。ごめんなさい。本当のこと言うといろいろ聞いてもらいたい話とかあったの。
めんなさい。また今度でいいわ。今度はこんなのじゃなくて、もっとちゃんとしたレストランでね。美味しくないものこんな。
Laughing, she squeezes her empty coffee cup lightly, though she ends up crushing it completely. It's a somewhat intimidating gesture.
ちゃんとした美味しい水出しコーヒーご馳走させてくれるわよね。そうだ、電話番号とか聞いてもいい？
Huh? I was asking for my number. Suddenly, the emergency situation has been fucking talking. Sorry, emergency situation has been cleared. Getting her birthday present is no longer weird. I feel. Sorry about that. Some was fucking blinking up in its corner, and I was clicking on it to see what the fuck it was about. Of course, but why do you want it?
ちょっと二人で話したいことがあって。もし嫌だったらそれでもいいけれど。
Definitely don't feel that way.
ありがとう。
Getting half thrilled and half compelled after watching her crush that cup, I give her my address and number. She murmurs in approval as she studies my address.
じゃあ今度電話するかもしれないから出てね。
Sure.
本当なら私の方からも教えたいんだけれど、いろいろとややこしくなる時があるから。
She just calls him the next day. I want you to fuck me. I want you to fuck me, Toya. He's just over here like, what the fuck? Have you made a decision on whether he jaywalks yet? Actually, it reminds me. Have you actually put the main character of... Yeah, the Iroseka MCUs in there. I've checked like this how many times now? Whoop! Whoops. Hold on. Oh, no, that's not what I fucking wanted. God fucking damn it. Everything is going wrong. That should be roughly the size. I think it is. God. I thought that just reset the moving I did accidentally. God damn it. I messed up. Oh well. I certainly know where that goes.
ほら、特に私のうちって兄さんが結構うるさいから。
Kind of funny to think of Eiji, the young musical genius, being nothing more than an annoying big brother to his younger sister.
何笑っているの？
Oh, nothing. She looks at me puzzled.
じゃあまた今度ね。
With a quick wave, she hurries down the dimly lit hallway. Oops, forgot to ask her what she wanted to talk to me about. There's something she can't talk about here. She can talk to me all she wants, but I should probably try not to get too overly friendly with her. Try not to overthink it. I head home. November 23rd, Sunday. Think about it, like breaking up with Yuki because she can't spend enough time with you due to the idol thing, only to end up with her going out with her fucking colleague. That's also an idol. That'd be the height of fucking scumbaggery, really. No important ones. We do have downtown. We have Echoes, and we have TV station. Do we need groceries again? How long has it been since the last grocery run? It has actually been a few days. And considering that I like to try and go on a grocery run like every 3 fucking days or so. Yeah, grocery run downtown. Kinda wanna go out today. At downtown. Oh, it's Mana. Hey, Mana.
Oh.
Insufficient conversation level. The fuck is a conversation level? How is? Hobbies, sure. Almost look like a different person in your regular clothes compared to your uniform.
当たり前でしょ。同じだったら私服の意味がないじゃない。
Yes, so?
私はどっちかって言ったらそういうの気になる方だから。
Well, I actually prefer the normal outfit. That was a noise. I like when you're wearing your normal clothes, you seem more relaxed.
へえ、藤井さんでもそんなのわかるんだ。
Oh, I do.
私も洋服買うときはかなり気を使う方だからね。これで制服と同じなんて見られたら損だもんね。
I get it. It's fun just wearing stuff, even more so when there's someone around to appreciate it. It's an empty joy for me since no one ever comments when I buy new clothes.
へえ、ただぼさっとカジュアル決めてるんじゃないんだ、藤井さん。
Figures, I knew that was what everybody thought of me. What thought of my outfits, kinda?
へえ。
She laughs mischievously.
そういうボケーっとしたのが好きって女の子いないって限らないし、いいんじゃ。
What a backhanded compliment. I know Yuki likes the way I dress at least.
そういうのが好きだって言ってくれる女の人でも見つけられたらラッキーね。
Truly am. I don't know why, but this feels like she's like building up like, damn, he is real lucky that I exist. But he's over here like, man, I'm so lucky Yuki exists. Bring me the paint salt. Someone's calling. Hello, Fuji speaking. What's up, Rina?
夜分遅くに申し訳ございません。藤井東也様のお宅でございますか？
Oh, fuck yeah. That's a girl. That's correct. This is Toya speaking.
私、森川さんの友
Oh,
人
never
の
mind.
尾形と申します。
Okay, she sounds fairly polite, yet her voice doesn't sound like anyone I know. So I just get calls like this when people claim to be friends of Yuki's. Based on her introduction, I'm assuming she's attempting to provide information of such. Sometimes I get calls from folks who actually knew her in high school, but most of the time it's just a bunch of creepers. There are quite a lot of silent callers, though sometimes they erupt into unintelligible babbling. It's hard for me to understand what goes through their minds, and I find it difficult to cut them off mid-call or shout at them because they kind of freak me out. Hope that's not what I'm dealing with tonight.
藤井東也さんですよね。
Yes? That's what I said, jeez.
私ですけど、尾形。
Whoever this Ogata person is, they've got some balls while also being surprisingly polite. Wait a minute. Did I say Ogata? Like the idol. I didn't know is that you.
ええ、
Francis, short and curt. Sorry, I didn't recognize your voice. Also, to be fair, I'm not used to having an Ogata call me at home.
ごめんなさい。
She sounds slightly sad. There's some kind of commotion coming from the other end of the line. Do you have company?
あ、家からじゃないの。
Huh.
仕事場なの、まだ。っていうより、今日は帰れそうもないみたいだけれど。ちょっと時間が空いたから、東也くんに電話してみようって思って。
I see. That explains why she didn't come right out with her first name as if we were close. It would have sparked instant drama if not
東
anyone
也くん
heard.、
あさってって空いているかしら。
Huh? Me? Why do you ask? Why's she calling me to begin with?
少しお話ししたいことがあって。
What's that?
ここじゃちょっと。
Oh, right. She's still at work.
どうかしら。
What should I say here? Oh, fuck it, I'm curious. Let's go. Of course I'll go.
よかった。
The voice perks up, making it instantly recognizable. But are you sure? You don't want me to join you?
また、わかった。正直に言うわ。ここではちょっと言えないけれど。
Okay. I think what I remember her mentioning somebody the other day. Something she's worried about, maybe. It's fine, though I'm not really sure how much help I'll be.
情けないことを言わないで、男の子。
Knock it out with the boy stuff.
大丈夫かどうかわからないけれど、とりあえずあさって、駅前で待っているわね。
I ran over like, don't be so hard on yourself, boy. Like she's just like regular voice. It's just like, hold on,
情けないことを言わないで。
boy. Literally just that.
時間は
Got it. Then she hangs up. I hope she's not coming to me with a personal problem or anything. I doubt I'll be able to help someone like an Olgata of all people. I don't like how fucking he keeps putting her on a pedestal. Like, this girl is a regular person. He's like, oh no, the Rina Ogata. I don't like that. Hopefully it's something nice and easy. Actually, hang on a second. Remember Yuki talked to me at some point, making me out to be some incredibly reliable guy. Really hope not. Showing me how to be disappointed about the truth, and I'll never be able to show my face in public again. Well, whatever, time for bed. Monday. Yeah, where should I go today? Do we have any actually important events today? Doesn't look like it. We literally just went grocery shopping again. That wasn't... Actually, hold on, that was a Sunday. I'm stupid, you can't go grocery shopping on a Sunday. I wish you could. Sports arena, no. TV station, no, I guess we'll go to college. Going to school today. Oh, it's Misaki. Misaki!
藤井くん、こんにちは。どうしたの？
Looks like she wants to chat. You know what kind of music do you usually listen to? Misaki.
どんなって言われても流行ってるのってあんまり。クラシックとかなら聞くけど、あと管弦楽とか声楽曲とかかな。って言っても CD とかそんなに持ってるわけじゃないんだけど。
See? Basically exactly what I thought you'd say. Unfortunately, our tastes are different enough that it doesn't give us a lot to talk about.
でも尾形里奈さんってゆきちゃんの先輩のって結構好きかな。
Oh yeah, you'll see that coming.
時々すごくバロックっぽい曲があるっていうのか。
Baroque-esque?
ビバルディの四季の夏とか冬とかっぽい緊張感みたいなのが。
Irony that she suddenly mentions Vivaldi's Four Seasons when I'm currently on rewatching Misa's Route and Ginero Haruka. Anyways, I was also gonna say, like, funny that she mentions Baroque shit on the day I finished watching the new Madular update. By the way, watch the man. Very interesting his videos. And the most recent one were like a bunch of like Sega Saturn RPGs. For example, he also talks about Panzer Dragoon Saga in it, and the last game he talks about is Baroque, which is essentially like a almost like a pseudo roguelike type. I guess maybe not just pseudo, maybe actually roguelite. And essentially the plot is that there's God, and the entire thing is very much based on the thought that perfection does not exist. There is a concept of something that is perfect, but the actual perfect version of that does not actually exist. It's, I think, like some Greek philosophers like concept that he made, right? Like essentially, like, let's say I'm gonna take the example that Madular made. Like, let's say like we have there, like, there is no perfect pineapple, but we have the concept of a perfect pineapple, and that reference lets us determine how good this actual pineapple is. Like, it can't be perfect, however we can't say how close to perfection it is, essentially. And it works on this because God essentially is making the world imperfect on purpose. And the way God is constantly like working to fix distortions in the world, and the reason why he knows about these distortions is because of these nerve spheres that, or whatever they were called, that exist throughout the world. Actually, hold on, let me just, maybe I can actually find like a synopsis. Sega Saturn story synopsis. There's Baroque is set in a post-apocalyptic world where an experiment to understand the absolute God caused devastating climate change, with surviving humans becoming physically twisted by manifestations of guilt. This experiment was led by a being called Archangel. The protagonist is guided by Archangel throughout the Nero Tower to find the absolute god and fix the world. All versions of the game feature dungeon crawl. That's his gameplay. Setting and characters. Set after a world-altering cataclysm called The Blaze that took place on May 14, 2032. Baroque focuses on a nameless, mute, and amnesiac protagonist. Early on, he finds himself tasked with purifying the meta-beings, once human creatures that have lost themselves to delusions inside of them, and reaching the bottom floor of a tower to gain redemption for his forgotten sin. Throughout his interaction with the other characters and unlocked cutscene, the player learns about the backstory and characters. Outside the tower, the protagonist encounters several characters. Collector, a young boy who stores items as a hobby. Coffin Man, who maintains an underground training dungeon. Baroque Monger, who possesses the ability to read an idea sephira. The Horned Girl, who can voice the thoughts of anyone near her and lost her identity to shield herself. The Bagged One, who speaks the words of others instead of her own. Longneck, who took part in research. And the Sentry Angel, who guards the research facility. Within the tower, he finds other characters. Alice, Eliza, who seek to create consciousness orbs by using the protagonist's idea sephira and help heal the absolute god. Dr. Anglicus, Fist and Scythe, the Littles, who exist as the embodiment of pain, and the Archangel, who lies impaled on a consciousness orb at the tower's bottom floor and implores the protagonist to purify the absolute god. Prior to the start of the game, the Order of Malkuth discovered that the absolute god had returned to Earth. They also found consciousness orbs, gigantic sensory orbs used by the absolute god to compress reality scattered around the world. The Malkuth Order wanted to learn more about the Absolute God, so they experimented with them. Subtle distortions in reality began appearing, and people slowly began to change. The Archangel's sister was the first person to become a meta-being. The Malkuth Order, led by the Archangel, created artificial consciousness orbs to help stop the distortions, but the false orbs only added to the distortions. The Archangel removed pain from the Absolute God and poured corrupted data into the consciousness orbs to keep the Absolute God from fixing the distortions. He then harvested the Absolute God's pain as the Littles. Littles, the embodiment of pain, are creatures that can only live inside of ampules and were cultivated by Dr. Anglicus and Longneck. Their purpose was to be used as bullets for the angelic rifle, so that the Archangel can purify the Absolute God and take its ideas sephira to make a new world. The Coriel, a group of high-ranking members within the Malkuth Order, tried to stop the Archangel. They decided to make direct contact with God through fusion to hear its will. A member of the Coriel, the protagonist, had a conjoined twin brother with whom he shared a heart. Only one of them could function at a time, and both were dying. The Coriel sacrificed the older brother and picked the protagonist for the fusion. When the Archangel learned of the Coriel's plan, he interrupted the fusion and caused the Blaze. The Absolute God created Alice and Eliza to fill the gap left by him. While the god get a voice, the protagonist became muted and gained the ability to purify others. The consciousness of the protagonist, since his older brother, got absorbed by the consciousness orbs and fused with him during the bar. In the end, the protagonist fused with the Absolute God along with Alice, Eliza, and the Littles. Although the world is still distorted, they decide not to purify it. Instead, they accept the distortion and thereby achieve freedom. Okay, that was like a bit different from the one in the video. Essentially, the fucking Archangel made the conscious orbs and intentionally fed it wrong information in an attempt to make the god go insane, so he could take it over and create a perfect world, is how Miyajula explained it. It's weird. It is like a 3-hour video, but like Magula videos are just something nice to just have playing off to the side and just essentially just zone out doing something else. Interesting. I have no idea what she's talking about.
私バッハとか好きだから。
Bach. Must be someone really old. Actually, I'm pretty sure her brother composed all of Mura's
尾形
music.
英二さん？
She knows more than I expected.
すごく素敵な人だと思う。
More like incredibly awful. I keep my commentary to myself so I don't hurt Misaki's feelings. 25th of November, Tuesday. Go to meet up with it another day. Seems like a dream, but it is in fact really happening. Alright, time to go. Stage is packed full of people, like it bothers me that much. But I wonder if it really is a good idea to plan a meet-up in a place like this. Then I'll be instantly surrounded by it if anyone spots her. I'm thinking that when suddenly...
TOUYA-kun?
Yes? Someone calls my name. Don't know.
ここ
It's kind of crowded for familiar faces I hear call out to me. But I can't find her no matter where I look.
ここだってば
There she's across the street. Just about to cross the road. And almost run right into an idling taxi. Sorry.
何謝っているの早くこっちに来て
Huh? Look up only to see the guy in the passenger seat of the taxi gesturing desperately for me to get inside.
早く乗って
At any rate, I hop inside the taxi. Feels like a pickup for a shady deal.
びっくりした
Are we at a fancy restaurant with another woman? You know, I said I was trying to avoid the NTR, but this is dangerously fucking close to the line. Very. I would actually possible say G. We're at the cafe with the delicious coffee you didn't have mentioned the other day. It's a low-lit, spacious restaurant with a relaxed atmosphere. Space is designed to make it impossible to know what time it is except by glancing at out the windows near the back. Sitting across from me on the other side of the table is none other than Olga Terzov. She's dressed fairly inconspicuously. When the guy in the taxi took off his cap and oddly shaped glasses, I realized it was in disguise. Fucking Linda over here, like, really commandeered a taxi, just put on glasses and a hat.
まさかTOUYA君私がそのままで来るなんて思った
Yeah, I blushed bright red. I guess she witnessed my embarrassing struggle to find her in the crowd. Yuka doesn't go to all that trouble, so I
そうよ
assume.
ねあの子人混みの中でも全然バレないのよね
Because she looks more ordinary?
そうでもないわよ美人よ彼女
Yeah. She's not complimenting me, yet I find myself blushing in response.
だけど不思議と人の中に溶け込んじゃえるのよね等身大っていうのかしら
She's pretty down to earth.
デビューしたての頃なんて私服でよく AD と間違われたもの
Right, I heard about that.
私にお弁当を配りに来た時にはどうしようかと思っちゃった
Yuki just went along with it too. Can't believe how oblivious the girl is sometimes.
自分でも気づきなさいっていうかまだ自分がアイドルだって自覚が足りないみたいなのよね
Yeah, that certainly makes sense. Not that I'm doing any better with it than she is. Now, it's nice to hear that Rina is thinking about all of this. Looking out for Yuki and setting a good example.
で私すごく先輩風吹かせているみたいねごめんなさいついお仕事のお話ししちゃうの
I don't mind. I can tell how passionate you are about it.
ありがとうでもいいわよ気を使ってくれなくたって私の方で気をつけるから
Really, I don't mind. Seeing her sitting there in plain clothes makes her look far more ordinary than I was expecting. Still, you're blended so well dressed like that, I almost couldn't believe my eyes.
そう
She chuckles a little awkwardly. Did I say the wrong thing?
私周りの人が言う普通ってまだちょっとわからなくて
Yeah?
よく兄さんに普通が一番だなぁなんて聞こえよがしに言われるけれど私兄さんみたいにはどうしてもなれないから
Well, to be fair, his version of normal is incredibly unique. The way you are right now seems pretty normal to me. I mostly know your TV persona, so you come off as pretty in a way more ordinary way, or more talked, more embarrassed I get. This is different compared to how I feel with Yuki, but also slightly similar at the same time.
じゃあお世辞として受け取っておくわね
I'm not trying to suck up to you or anything. Really didn't mean it as a compliment. Drank more coffee trying to hide how flustered I am. Coffee at Echo's is pretty delicious, but the flavor here is deep, dark, and very elegant. See my face, she giggles in a perfectly charming way and feels as if it were designed to go with coffee.
それでお話だけれど
Huh? Answering confusion. Not sure whether I should be focusing on the coffee or dinner, so... Piss off. reminds me why I'm here in the first place. Why did I use this one instead of just my hand? Who cares? Well, I'm acting like we're on some kind of date.
兄さんのことなんだけど。
Your brother, you mean AJ? She blushes slightly and immediately hangs her head before nodding slightly. Oh no, that's a bad sign. The Olga's problem stems from the Eiji Ogata, her equally famous producer. What exactly can I do in this situation? I've never been the TOUYA Fuji in my entire life, and I doubt I ever will be. Feel bad, but I'm not sure if there's a problem I'll quit to deal with, Tuna. Sorry, but just I'm about to interrupt.
私だけを見てお話ししてね。
She whispers urgently. Huh? Okay. Nod, having no idea what's going on.
今、トウヤくんの後ろの方にユキがいるの。
What? Hurriedly turned to look back.
後ろを見ないで。
Oh, right. Refocused my gaze back on Lena, but it's too late. I already saw
見
everything.
ちゃった。
Yeah, I saw the guy who was sitting across from her on the other side of the table. It was of all people, AG.
そういうことなのよ。
Expression of the face is unreadable. What do you mean by that? I instantly asked for clarification. Why isn't that strange? He's Yuki's producer, just like he's yours. Two of them going out together seems like something that would happen often. Even I can hear how flustered I am that I'm desperately trying to come up with an excuse. I'm sure it's work-related, right?
わざわざユキを引っ張り出して。他の子にはしないわよ。
So maybe he just has some top secret discuss with
ブ
her?
リーフィングルームくらい、うちのプロダクションにだってあるわ。第一、どうしてそんな重要なミーティングをここで？こんな人の多いところで？
Found myself at a loss for words.
ごめんなさい。別にトウヤくんにこんな風に言うつもりじゃ。ただこの間、家で兄さんがユキに連絡していたから格好悪いけれど、私それを隠れてずっと聞いていて。
Here'd you call me? She once again looks down at the
た
table.
だ今日ここにって話だけでどういう用事かはわからなかったから。だから。
What you wanted to tell me? She nods. I'm sure you're reading too much into this. I mean, you'll probably take an important member of your crew out for a coffee once in a while, even if it's not directly work-related, right? This time it just happened to be Yuki. Could have easily been any other girl. That's all well and good, but do I actually believe that
兄
myself?
さん、ユキには音楽の話をする
Huh? Does he not usually do
の。
that?
しないのよ普通は。
Yeah?
そう。音楽を聴くのも一人、作るのも一人、考えるのだって多分一人で。
You take a piss, I'll be right back. Almost didn't turn on my headset again. First it's got the entirety of Ubisoft, along with specifically Cafe Stella and Sabre the Witch, and now it's Kinir Lovrish that gets mentioned in the fucking VTuber girl failure anime. Anyways, bake.
私だけには話をしてくれたの。音楽に関する考えは誰にも理解されなくたっていいって。
I mean, if that's what it's about, he did talk to the MC about how to write love songs.
だから誰ともそんな話しないって。
Proudly independent genius.
それがね、兄さん、最近時々ユキとも音楽の話しているの。
Yeah?
私だけにしかしなかったのに。
Alas, though, there's a sadness
い
to
い
it.
のよ。兄さんが誰にどんな話をしても私の知った限りじゃないから。
But you know, I had a feeling she's sharing this very vague anxiety I'm feeling over Yuki, but about her own brother. And understanding myself, I guess siblings share that kind of bond. There's a chance I'm making a big deal out of nothing.
だけどユキはダメよ。ユキだけはダメなの。
Look at her quizzically.
まず第一にもう恋人がいるから。
Love her. I mean, I wouldn't say that we're that formal. Find myself getting embarrassed for real.
ユキそっくり。お似合いかな。
You know, she could really knock it off with the teasing. Still, a part of me knows she's being
それ
serious.
に私、ユキとはフェアなスタンスで戦いたいの。アドバンテージもハンディも何もない状態で。
Huh? See a fierce light shining in her
い
eyes.
つまでも友達でいられるわけじゃないから、戦わなきゃならない時が絶対に来るから。ユキが私の敵になる時が。そしてどっちかが勝ってどっちかが負けなきゃいけないから。
Enemies, not rivals anymore, but enemies. No longer fighting alongside each other, but one against the other. That's right, reality is cruel, where nothing matters other than results. It's even harsher when it comes down to the divide between winners and losers.
別にそういう場面になって兄さんがユキに味方しちゃうのが嫌っていうんじゃないの。兄さんそれはしない人だから。
Oh, she just sounds like a normal sister.
ただほらどちらかが勝ってどちらかが負けた時マスコミって結構騒ぐでしょ。尾形英二がどちらかに特に力を注いでいたっていうあれをやられちゃうと勝っても負けてもちょっとね。
Yeah, I think I understand what you're trying to say. Not exactly. I'm not actually sure how serious she is, but I get the general gist. I don't need detailed commentary breaking down the two main combatants in this fight.
妹なんて周りで言うほど大事になんてされないわよ。結局一人でやらなきゃいけないの。
Yeah. Yuki's gonna have to be prepared to deal with the fiery passion that has built up this entire time.
ごめんなさい。こんな話はしないって言っていたのにね。富士の職業病かしら。嫌になるわ。
And she laughs as if trying to mask her embarrassment. Found myself chuckling alongside her.
トヤくんってなんかいいわよね。
What do you mean?
だってほら普通の人って男の人も女の人もだけれど真剣になんて絶対に聞いてくれないもの。
I never thought of it that way. Because of the sharp divide between the two social strata, it's all too easy for the nobodies to make the somebodies feel like they truly exist in a different world. That's aside from the fact that I didn't know Ogata is still a stranger to them, famous or otherwise. But in my case, hey, because I have Yuki in my life.
多分そうね。
She answers almost shyly.
どうしていつも
Huh? She looks like she wants to say something, but in the end she doesn't continue her thought. When we get up to leave, I notice Eiji and Yuki are no longer there. Part of me begins wondering where they went. In the end, I trust Yuki. In the same way I didn't trust her brother. As we go to settle up, we're informed that bill for our table has already been paid. Sounds like the guy sitting at the table in the back paid for us on his way out. In other words, Eiji took care of it.
あの男気づいてたの？
That guy. What a weird way to refer to her brother. That being said, of course Eiji would have noticed us, considering he would have been looking at us while walking to their table. Like, I feel like it's gonna be a case of the two aren't like actually related. One of them got adopted or something. Or it's like half siblings or something. No, I hope he doesn't mention it next time I see him. One of Yuki saw us too.
おう、トウヤくん帰りましょう。
Sure. Without it, I was back to her boy persona. Drags me out of the restaurant.
今日は無理に付き合わせちゃってごめんなさい。
She goes out of her way to escort me back to my place via taxi and even gets out of the car without her disguise. It doesn't make me do anything.
結局今日はしてやられちゃったわね。
Yeah? No, it's kind of a weird way to view the relationship with your own brother.
もうこんな風に引っ張り回したりしないから安心して。
Doesn't bother me. Wouldn't mind hanging out again. I say, trying to sound suave, though it ends up coming out incredibly forced and the very opposite of cool.
私結構わがままだって分かったでしょ。それでも
I don't think you're that bad. I chuckle.
トウヤくんって本当にいいわよね。
Maybe.
そうよ、言われない？
Not often. Though to be fair, Yuki says it a lot.
私はそう思うけれど。じゃあまた機会があったらね。まだ兄さんも心配だし。あ、でもその話は今度ね。
With that, she puts her hat back on and gets back inside the taxi, and watches the taxi drives off into the bright lights of the cityscape at night. It essentially feels like I witnessed a prelude to a no-holds-barred fight between siblings, but with the energy of a spy film. There's never a dull moment of those two. But Yuki, I trust her. Can't bring myself to doubt her, not even a little bit. Wednesday, 26th of November. Luna's birthday is today. I should go give it a gift that I bought last week. Wait, where do I go to do that? Crap, don't actually know how to reach her. Oh, I picked out the perfect gift too. could always just show up at the TOUYA station, see if she's at the cafe. It's quickly becoming quite a situation.
あら、トウヤくん。
You have her phone number, actually. Oh, Lena. Yeah, looks like I lucked out.
どうかしたの？そんなに嬉しそう。何かいいことで。
Not exactly.
憧れのリナちゃんに会えて嬉しいな。
That's a little... Wait, what? Whirl around to confront the owner of his voice. Tiger dropped his ass! Huh, AG?
すまん。
I'm less speechless at a speedy apology.
なかなかいい感じの包みを抱えてどう？
No, nothing. It's hard to talk to someone I was on the verge of blowing up at a moment ago.
ちょっと兄さん、またトウヤくんに変なちょっかい出すのはよしてよ。
そんな言うなよ。俺だって藤井君と話がしたいんだぜ。そんな独り占めしなくったってな。
I still want a tiger drop you, by the way. Like, I don't know. I just don't like his energy. Like, even if the discussion was literally just like, listen up. I believe you have the talent to actually write your own music, so I'm gonna like teach you this, and then you write your own music. Like, Rina does not exactly have that, but you do. So I'm gonna happily teach you that, or something like that. And there's like no like him attempting to misuse his fucking his position as producer to get into her pants or something like that. Even if none of that is happening, and it's literally just him being like, you can make your own music, so I'm gonna teach you. I still want to tiger drop him, just because I don't like his face. I just don't like his general way he carries himself. And then it gives me a creepy laugh.
リナ、独占欲も強いんだよ
Uh-huh.
ほら、くだらないこと言わないの。兄さん、事務所の方に行かなきゃいけないんでしょ？
な。白状だよな。俺、リナちゃんの兄だぜ。お兄さん。
分かっているわよ。さあ、早く行って、お兄さん。
ああ、はいはい。じゃあ、マネージャーさん、リナをよろしく。俺の妹、すぐにこの青年のこと殴ろうとするからさ。
With that, he quickly scampers off before anyone can say anything back.
ごめんなさいね。兄さんいつもあんな感じだから。それで今日はお仕事。
Oh, yeah, this is for you, Lena?
あら、本当に私に用があったの？
Yeah, nothing special or anything.
ちょうど今休憩だから一緒に控え室でお話ししない？
Huh? You sure?
もちろんいいわよ。ね、いいわよね。いいって。行きましょう。
Sure.
それで用事って？
Wow. The room was already full of bouquets and piles of unopened gifts wrapped in colorful paper and boughs. These must all be birthday gifts. I'm sure the pile will only grow larger as the day progresses.
ちょっと狭いけれど。
That's fine. Seeing the amount of gifts she's received makes her feel more nervous to give her mine. But there's no way I can wuss out now after having made it this far. Happy birthday, Donna! And I'm a gift with all the tense enthusiasm of a middle school boy giving his crush a love letter. Thought she really liked that one, huh?
ありがとう。本当に受け取っちゃっていいの？
I know. I mean, this man works like, I don't know how many jobs at this point. He needs to spend the money on something. Like, he also, like, apparently goes, like, an entire week without buying groceries every now and again, as we've noticed at the start of the game. But I'm not about to tell her that.
今ここで開けちゃっていいかしら？
Sure.
綺麗なオルゴール。どうもありがとう。すごく嬉しい。
It's hard to believe that her with all the bountiful bouquets and gifts piled up behind her. I'm sure her reaction is more for my benefit instead of the real show of emotion. As soon as she opens the lid, the triple-time melody begins to slowly play.
テネシーワルツね。
Yeah. I actually have no idea what song that is. I remember not really recognizing any of the melodies when I was at the store.
私これ好きよ。古いけれどパティページのが一番好きかな。
No idea what you're talking about.
ありがとう。こういうのをゆっくりと探したりする時間なかなかなくて。
Really? She seems genuinely happy as she examines the music box.
それにほら、兄さんのせいなのかな。私、知り合いの人からってこういうオルゴールとか音楽関係の贈り物ってされたことない。多分私たち兄弟に自分の音楽の趣味を見せちゃうのが怖いんでしょうね。
Yeah, I can see that. Quite a bit of flack for my gift. Mainly stuff like, how dare I give a music-related gift to thee in Ogata. Wow, I'm really embarrassed.
だからすごく嬉しかったわ。おまけに私の好きなグッズだし、すごく得した気分よ。
Seems happier than I was expecting. To be fair, I wasn't even sure she would accept it.
本当は何かお返ししなきゃいけないのに、今私こんな状態で。
She then glances over her shoulder, gesturing at the big pile of gifts.
自由にならないから。
Nah, nope, you don't have to give me anything.
優しいのね。でも大丈夫よ。いつか必ずお返しはするからね。
Sure. Before I can say anything else.
さあ、休憩おしまい。
She says cheerfully while sliding a mini page back into her pocket.
トウヤくん、どうもありがとう。お家に持って帰って飾らせてもらうわね。トウヤくん、特別だから。
With that, she opens the door at the same time her manager arrives to pick her up. And then we leave her green room. Because it means so much to me. For some reason, words linger in my mind even after she's gone. Thinking back, almost none of the gifts in that room had been opened. I guess it helped that I'd handed her my gift personally and probably going to open it right there. Oh, wait a second. She mentioned not being in a position to be able to get me a thank you gift. She hadn't been referring to her lack of time. If all the gifts in that room were from friends, I can only imagine how many more gifts she was waiting for. She has waiting for her from her many friends. Bad in mind, would she be allowed to pick and choose to send thank you gifts to a select few? Even considering this whole operation is run by her brother, now the option probably isn't on the table. Someone like her, even birthday gifts become a work event. Makes me kind of feel sad for her. Because it means so much to me. That's what she said. Considering she actually opened my gift in front of me, and maybe it really did mean a lot to her. I feel like I'm reading more into it than I should, but it still makes me happy to think about. November 27th, Thursday. Where should I go today? We haven't been grocery shopping in a while, so it would be valid to go to her. What's gotta? Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go grocery shopping. We're talking to her again. I don't want to go out today. Downtown. Oh, it's Mana. Hi, Mana. Like the last grocery run was on Sunday, which wasn't an actual grocery run. He went out to buy groceries and then remembered, fuck, it's Sunday. So he didn't actually buy groceries. So now he has to go buy extra. I'm gonna have to fucking walk home carrying all that garbage. What's your opinion, Yuki Morikawa? You know what? Fuck it. Ask about it. What's your opinion on Yuki Morikawa, Mana? Asked somewhat nervously. I promised Yuki I wouldn't bring up her work any more than necessary, but my curiosity got the best of me.
ユキちゃん、まあいい子だと思うけど、かっこいいって言うんじゃないけど、こう雰囲気があるのよね、ユキ。
Yeah? Mana clearly falls within Yuki's fan demographic. In fact, backed by observational analysis.
ユキちゃんもね、もうちょっとは目立とうってしてもいいんじゃないかな。でも、そこのところであと一歩、尾形里奈に負けてるのよね。
Is that what she thinks? Well, she's not wrong.
要は、ショーマンシップの差ってところかしら。ユキちゃん、普通っぽい、優しいイメージだけじゃやっぱり弱いわよね。
The way you talk about her makes it sound like you two are best friends.
何よ、悪いことなんてないじゃん。藤井さんなんてもっと生意気よ。森川由紀なんて呼び捨てじゃない。
For your information, there's no way I could follow that up with it. I'm actually your boyfriend.
ゆきちゃんが聞いたら気持ち悪いって言うわよ。絶対。
That's, quite an assertion, Bake. Besides, that's the way most people refer to her, like in magazines and
だ
stuff.
からって何も藤井さんがゆきちゃんに近いってわけじゃないでしょ。
I know that, but
バカじゃないの。
she says as Yuki walks past, "Hi, Toya." It's just like, hold on, she knows you. Now I feel like a clown. Ouch.
いるのよね。すぐにのぼせる人って、ブラウン管の向こう側とこっち側の区別がなくなっちゃう人って。
Yuki's public and private personas. It's a concept I've struggled with repeatedly ever since she made her debut. I know how much being in the limelight means to her, and I wish for nothing more than her continual success, but I can't deny how much I'm missing. Would Yuki be able to continue living that glamorous pop star life if she knew how I felt? Would she turn her back on her dream for me, throwing away her rising fame? Would she stay there, staying an idol? Naturally leads to the kind of doubt that I still have no idea what the answer might be. Though the way things are going, I doubt she'd entertain abandoning her promising future.
何よ藤井さん、バカって言われたくらいでいじけないでよ。
What?
分かったわよ。
There seems to have been a misunderstanding. She gives an almost barely imperceptible bow of her head. Was that apology? Not sure what just happened, but probably easy to just let it slide. Thanks, but I get it. Yuri Morikawa lives in a different world from me, more or less. Don't go giving me that look, Mana. Alright, let's get you home. This girl who feels exponentially further away from me than Yuki on an emotional level is physically much closer. It's kind of strange to consider. November 28th, Friday. We have a tutoring session with Mana today. Where should I go? Well, not going. Oh, right, it was Thursday. We're literally gonna talk to her 2 days in a row. God damn it, I did not plan this out. Anyways, I'm gonna save you. And I was actually gonna see, like, okay, if we actually go talk to Yuki, because, like, there's a real possibility that part of how you get to Yuki breakup is by going to her and talking about romance. Because, you know, you need to interact with someone to break up with them. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. See you next time. Bye-bye.